You are welcome once again to another lesson of our Excel training from the basic to advanced. In our previous lesson, we learned how to insert charts in our Excel workbook or for our data. Now, in today's lesson, we are going to add more flesh to the chart. You see that the chart you see from the screen is just a basic chart. So you are going to learn how to edit it and format it to suit our preference. And the first thing we are going to do is how to move the chart. Now, there may be some instance whereby the data that you are going to display the chart for is covering the whole sheet, and when the chart is inserted, the chart will also cover part of or the whole data, which will prevent you from viewing the data. So in that case, you will need to move the chart to a position that can allow you to view the data on your Excel sheet. So we are going to learn how to move the chart. You are going to place your mouse, or make sure the chart is selected. Then you place your mouse, or you make sure your mouse is on the sheet, on the chart. When your mouse is on the chart, it will change to this arrow. There's the plus arrow with the edges looking like a directional arrow. So the mouse will change to that. And if the mouse pointer change to that, that means the the chart is movable. So if you place the mouse at this side, only the diagrams here will move. So let's try and see it. So only the diagram will be moving. So if you leave it, see that the chart, only the diagram has moved or has changed its position. But if you want to move the whole chart, you need to place your cursor a little bit nearer to the edge, but make sure the arrow does not change to any other thing but this same arrow. That is the arrow with the directions at the edge. So with that, you can place your mouse, or you can click the left mouse button, then you drag. So you can drag to any direction that you want, then you release it. So that's how we move the mouse, the chart. Now the next thing you're going to do is you can equally move the chart from this sheet to a different sheet. Let's say you want the chart to be on a separate sheet. So that's what you are going to do. You make sure the chart is selected. Then you left click, you right click, select it and right click. When you right click, you're going to see on the list, you see that move chart. So you just click on the move chart. Then the dialog box will appear. Now let's work on the dialog box. If you want your chart to move to a new sheet, you will select the first option, which is new chart. So with new chart, then you give the name of the chart. So let's say the chart is scores. So the name of the chart, then you're giving the scores. So that will be the name of the sheet where the chart will be placed. Then click on OK. You see that now the sheet has been created with the chart on it. But if you go to sheet 1 where the chart was already there, you see that there's no chart there. So now let's move the chart back to the initial location. Okay, so we want it to be in sheet 1. Then you click on OK. Okay, now the sheet is back to the original location. Now the next thing you're going to do is how to resize it. So you see that the anchor points here. If you place the cursor or the mouse pointer at the edge, the bottom right edge here. It will move the left and the right and the bottom sides. The same way apply to when you move it or when you place it at the top. It will move the right, the left and the top button. So that is the anchor points that we use. So you just place your mouse pointer there and make sure it changes to a cursor. So you just move it, then you click on the chart. You just place the mouse pointer on the anchor, any of the anchor points. You left click, you drag, then you can hit on enter, or you can just click on the charts to undo the selection. Now the next thing we're going to do is how to design our chart. So let's go to the design tab here, select our chart and go to the design tab. And when the design tab is selected, you see the list of designs here. This will be the list of designs. So now it's loading. So if you want to see all the lists, you just click on this small arrow here. Okay, so these are the designs. So you can select any of the designs for your work. So let's select this one. So you can select them one after the other and see the effect on your system, on your chart. Now from there we go to the chart type. So it is the chart, the chart type. So let's click on it and change the type of the chart. So if you click on it, you see a dialog box for you to work on. You see that in the initial tutorial we select the column chart. So from here you can change the chart, the type of chart that you are using, either the line, power, or any other of the chart. Then you can also change the type also, when either to be 2D or 3D chart. So this is a sample of them. So you can select this one, the 3D chart here, and after selecting that, you see that I've been doing a different shape or different design. Then you click on OK. See, now the chart has changed. So that is way of changing the type. Now you can also change the layout of your chart. So let's go to the quick layout here. That's where you can change the layout. So these are the layouts, possible layout that you can change into. So you can select any of them and you see that the effect will be on your system, so that the layout has changed. So these are how to change the chart. So you can do the same thing for all the other charts, either the pie chart or the line graph or any other chart that you are using for your work. So that is the chart. Okay, you can also edit the title here. See that the title of the chart, you can click on this chart title here and enter the title. Just delete everything here and then enter what you want to enter there. So you can say class score. Good. So we have the chart title here. So this is the basic knowledge you need to know about charting in Excel. When you go to the advanced level, you are going to learn more. So we end our lesson on charts, and in the next lesson you're going to get to other sections of Excel usage. Thank you all for watching. Please try and subscribe to our channel, share this video to support us to give you more. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.